welcome to the Park Moms Podcast. We're your hosts, Haley
and Becca.
This is a place where we laugh and chat about the chaotic bliss of raising young kids.
So whether you're about to take a hot mom walk or start a load of laundry, let's get to yapping.
Let's do it. Do you think the word yapping is going to go out of style?
Probably, but it's very in right now, so We're cool.
And like yapping describes, like it's more than chatting. It's more than talking. Yapping is very specific. I don't know what word would replace yapping.
It's like hard to explain, but it makes so much sense. Like yapping at the park.
Yeah, yapping.
Yeah, what else
but then
could we
I think
be
of
doing?
a little dog, like a little yappy
yap,
dog.
Yap. That's exactly what I am. Yap. It's like zip
little
it.
Just like
I do talk so much that I do feel like I am a little bit of a yapper.
Well, that's why we started a podcast.
So thanks for being here. Actually, Haley, do you want to know something kind of sweet? A lot of our listeners, week over week, are retained. They listen every week.
I love that.
Isn't that sweet?
Yes.
We have our little Park Mom community here.
I would rather have 10 consistent listeners than 1,000 just random people, because it shows that we're really building a community, like you said.
Haley had some good ideas. You texted me these. One was a Park Mom meetup, which I think would be super fun. You had another idea too for the community. I can't remember what it was. But it was a way for us all to connect together.
I don't know what it was. I just was those days when you just have a bunch of ideas. So I was just texting you boom, 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 boom.
If you don't
text, the other one?
If we don't text each other, then we forget too.
Yeah. So it's like our notepad.
It's
our
notepad.
text.
But thanks for being part of the Park Moms community. We have a fun episode today. We have some trip recaps. We're going to talk about Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. We're going to talk about, I think this was a really sweet episode because we're going to talk about some of the nicest things that people have done for you or could do for you as a mom. And so it's going to be a really, really fun episode. Also, Haley and I have been ships in the night passing, and so we have a lot to catch up on just as our friendship. So
I literally leave at 4 a.m. tomorrow.
I was going to say, should we talk about trips?
Yeah, let's talk about trips.
You go first.
No, I want you to go first.
Okay. I'll start. So we went to California too last week. We were gone for a week. It was so nice to just unplug. The weather was good. It wasn't crazy good, but it's just, you know what it's like to California. Actually, I made a TikTok of this of my son saying we get to California and he starts sniffing the air and he goes, smells like California.
It's so cute. That needs to be on the PR for California. The way he's standing next to the window smells like California.
As soon as we got there too, he actually said it in the car earlier, and when my husband's like, what does that smell like, Colson? He goes, salt water. I'm so true. And California, my husband and I met there. It's our happy place. I mean, you're from there. I would love to live there one day once I'm rich and famous, but
keep listening, guys.
Okay, keep listening so you can send me to Orange County. But it's just so beautiful. We had such good family time, and sometimes trips are just chaotic and they're honestly not that fun. We've been there so many times. We kind of have our flow down that it's super fun. We have the restaurants we like to go to, all the beaches we like to go to, and we just hung out as a family, and it was so nice. And actually, part of the trip gave me the idea for the episode because, one, being in California makes you feel like having 3 kids is crazy.
No, yeah, and in Utah, it's 3 kids, that's nothing. But you go anywhere else, and it's oh my gosh, you are cheaper by the dozen.
Truly, and the spaces are made for smaller families.
Yeah, no,
most
it's true.
Tables are tiny with 2 little seats.
And you were in a fairly family-friendly area.
Yeah.
Still.
But
and it was still like that.
This feels full here.
Yeah.
And I will be honest, there were so many chaotic. There were so many chaotic moments. But yeah, so many chaotic moments of just the kids they're on vacation. They're eating ice cream. They're off their sleep schedules. They're falling off their chairs. And of course, there was those loud gasps, what are these parents doing? And then there was so many sweet moments too. There was one specifically when this older lady came over to me, and she's just, after both my kids had fallen off the chair at the breakfast, she came over to me and she's like, you're doing such an amazing job. She's like, I remember those days, and your kids are just so beautiful. You can tell they're such good kids.
Oh, and I love that.
So nice.
Yeah. Well, I feel too, when they're your own kids, you're hearing all of, the crazy noises, and you're so worried that they're disrupting other people. And other people don't hear what you hear. They just, are oh my gosh, look how cute those kids are. It's just different.
And I especially think they, miss kind of, what that time was like.
Yeah.
And it's just, and those little things when you're in kind of the craziness of being a mom, do mean a lot. So, yeah, we'll talk about more of those nice things later on. But that's what when I was on the trip, I'm wow, those kind people really do make you, be so much more grateful for motherhood.
Okay, I want to know your favorite place that you ate and your favorite thing you did. while you were there because we're going tomorrow. So.
Oh, okay. There's a new restaurant in Laguna Beach called Abba. Have you been there?
No.
ABHA. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's like
Abba.
They're famous for their burgers, but like it's nice because you can go and
I love me a burger.
Order and then sit down. It's a little fancier.
Abba, how do you spell it?
ABHH. ABHA.
HA.
I saw it all over TikTok.
Was it Laguna Beach?
Mm-hmm.
Abba Laguna Beach.
Okay, make sure you go there. So
wow, this looks like vibes.
It was so good.
See, that's the thing. I need new recommendations because obviously I'm from there. And so when we go back, we want to go to all the places that are nostalgic.
Yes.
And so people are always like, where should I go? And I'm like, I almost don't want to tell you because it's not necessarily good. It's just where I went growing up. Like,
it's like the memories.
Yes. Like for me, it's like Thrifty's ice cream, A's burgers, zucchini fries, like random little things. But I need to try new things. So I'm excited about this.
Have you been to South Swell?
Mm-mm.
The kids love it. It's like an ice cream place. It's just soft serve with like dipped cones and toppings, but the kids really like it. It's super cute. And then the favorite thing we did there, and you already probably know that I'm going to say this, but we love this one beach. It's called Salt Creek Beach. We literally went there every day, and the best part was just like we'd spend like 5 or 6 hours just like hanging at the beach, playing in the sand, like walking into the ocean. Like, wait, Camden's not a beach guy though, right?
Yeah. So if you listened to the podcast at the beginning, you know that we, on our last beach trip, had a little scare with my daughter of almost losing her and thinking that she drowned in the ocean. And my husband was like, I am not going back to the beach. So this will be our first time back at the beach since October.
Is he, like, have you guys talked about it?
We haven't talked about it. I'm just like, we brought floaties, and I'm going to make them wear their floaties the entire time.
Yeah.
But it will be good.
I also will say the ocean's really cold right now, so it's not like the kids are really wanting to get in.
And my kids are crazy.
It's not busy right now either, and so I do feel like I was a little more relaxed than I am when I'm there in the summer because you can see your kids. And then I just am like far enough back that like they really can't get into the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm scared of the ocean as well.
The ocean's scary.
I feel like if you didn't grow up there, for me, I'm scared of it. Sam's not scared of it at all.
If I think about it, I won't go far out in the water. But if I like just go through the motions, I will.
Are you scared of drowning or are you scared of the animals?
I'm scared of the animals.
I'm scared of drowning.
No. Sharks to me are actually the scariest thing in the entire world.
Really?
And I've had an obsession with sharks since I was so little because I'm so scared of them. Like when I was 11 years old, I would watch Shark Attack YouTube videos, which I think is where my fear like came from.
Yeah.
But sharks? Are you kidding?
See, I'm not scared of sharks at all.
I'm scared of drowning.
I feel like I'm more of like a statistical fear. I feel like statistically the chance of sharks, like people drowned.
My dad almost drowned once in Laguna Beach.
I mean, like you hear stories all the time.
Yeah.
This is morbid. But
anyways, so your favorite thing was Salt Creek Beach and your favorite food was Abba?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to try Abba.
Check it out.
Is it Laguna Beach or like Dana Point?
It's Laguna Beach, but I feel like it's like pretty south of Laguna Beach, so it's almost to like where the Montage is.
Okay, so like almost Dana Point.
Yep.
Okay, fun.
Okay, so anyways, Southern California babes, hit me up if you need some recommendations.
What was the hardest part about traveling with the kids?
I've told this on the podcast before, so sorry for repeating myself, but both my husband and I, we make a pact before we go on a trip, and it's just like, we can't be at each other because we know it's going to be chaotic.
Yeah. And
so we do try to just like keep our calm. Yeah. Otherwise we don't enjoy it.
We're on the same team.
We're on the same team, and just like little things that I would normally be annoyed about, I'm trying not to be, and vice versa. Yeah. We still had one little tiny fight, but
that's okay. That's really good. I'm impressed.
I'll take that. The hardest part, honestly, the kids were really good.
Good.
And we stayed in a little bit of a bigger place, and so they had like a little more space, and
that
like
gives me hope.
It actually wasn't bad. Like,
how was the drive?
Honestly, so easy.
Okay, good.
Jack's also like 9 months is such a good age.
Yeah, because they can go a little longer without nursing. Your other kids, you can like give them an iPad.
I passed him a bottle on the way back, like if he needed like breaks. Yeah, the other older kids, like almost like 1.5 is harder.
Yeah. We like don't normally. I'm not virtue signaling, but we don't normally give the kids iPads like on a normal day to day, and so I feel like that helps when you do travel because they have their iPads and it's like fun and exciting.
Does Graham like TV though?
No, not Graham. So I'm a little worried about Graham.
Yeah, it's hard when they're not at the phase where they're like easily entertained, but they don't like TV yet.
But he's my most patient kid, if that makes sense. Like usually if he has snacks,
third child energy.
And he does like trash truck, actually. So, like, if we need to put on trash truck on one of our phones.
Okay, yeah.
But it's a long drive.
Yeah, I feel like I used to use Miss Rachel on my phone when Walker was a little younger.
Yeah.
I actually do have one tip for traveling in the car. I didn't have to do this time because the boys are older and they don't care. But you buy just, like, a few things you could probably buy at the dollar store. We would just buy the dollar trucks, and you just keep them stored in, like, the front, like, whatever.
This is my next thing I'm going to say.
And you literally just give them, like, as they're being good, they get their toys reward, and they get to open it in the car. And, like, it was a lifesaver. And we just got, like, 7 or 8 of them.
Okay, so guess what I did today?
Dollar store, huh?
I went to the dollar store, and my mom did this growing up, and I loved it. It was seriously better than Christmas. It was the best thing ever. When we would get into the car in the morning to do road trips, and it was the opposite. We would come from California to Utah. On our seats, she would have trip bags.
Aww.
And it was the cutest thing. And there was, like, crafts in there and coloring books and, like, a new book to read and all this stuff. So I went to the dollar store today and did that for my kids. And I got, like, new coloring books and, like, some flashcards, some stickers, just, like, random stuff. Because we try to go as long as we can.
Without a show?
Same. And then give it to them.
Yes.
So, like, I'm hoping that will hold them over for, like, an hour.
Like, I feel like you can I feel like you can make it to St. George. Okay. Without iPad. And even better for you since you're leaving so early. That's super cute, though. Good job on your mom.
Thanks. It was, like, the one thing I did today where I was like, I'm a good mom. Otherwise, I was like...
Well, it's pretty affordable, but, like, entertain them. And I also think if you can do a little less TV on the drive, they don't get over it as easily.
Fast. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your trip. You just went somewhere really fun, too.
I just went to London with my mom and my sister, and it was so fun. It was so nice to turn the part of my brain that's a mom off.
Yeah.
Like, I truly feel like I just chilled and enjoyed things and, like, looked around and enjoyed my food. Like, it's so crazy how much you don't eat an actual meal when you have kids. And it was really, really fun. I missed my kids like crazy, though. Yeah. It was the longest that I've been away from all of them. Definitely the longest. It was a week. Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And I was literally, like, on the plane, like, shaking, so excited to see them.
Aww.
But so it was fun. I think, like, when you leave your kids for a little bit, it does give you a little bit of an appreciation when you come back to them. And it's good. My mom always says this, like, it's good for you to miss your kids, and it's good for your kids to miss you.
Yeah.
I do think Graham had a hard time, and now he has been so clingy. Like, he thinks I'm going to leave again because literally, like, all last week, he just wants to sit on my lap, won't do anything without me. Like, I'm not leaving, I promise. But it was really fun.
Yeah, and I also think, like, it also gives the people watching them a chance to bond with your kids in a way they couldn't if you were there. Like, you only get to watch one for a few hours. You're not, like, being able to create those moments as much. And so, like, I also think, like, whoever's watching them, it's, like, a really good opportunity for them to really connect with your kids.
Yeah. Can we talk about how you asked my husband, Camden, how he was doing on what day? Day 5?
No, it was Saturday, so you were, like, almost home.
I didn't get home till Wednesday.
So wait, Tuesday. It was Tuesday at soccer.
Oh, so it was the day before I got home.
Yeah.
And can you please tell me about the conversation?
I asked her husband, I'm like, okay, how's it going? How's it been without Haley? He's like, honestly, been good. Hasn't been hard. He said, hasn't been hard at all.
I can't, like, a slap in the face, because when he was gone on a trip by himself, I was not well. Granted, it was in February during the craziest snowstorm of the year. We
Forgot about that.
Like, Becca's husband had to come snowplow?
Yeah,
is that what it's called? Snowplow my driveway because
Snowblow.
Couldn't get out of my driveway. And so I was stuck at home with the kids, couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I think it was one more day that he was gone. That one more day really set me over the edge. But he handled it like a pro.
I also think when dad's in charge,
everything
you
goes
kind of like suck it up when you're in charge. Like, you know you have to do it. So you're just like, okay, we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it fun.
Yeah.
And, like, if it's me, I'm eating out. I'm not, like, cooking at home. Like, I'm trying to do things to make it easier on myself. But I feel like dads are just a little more chill. Like, I think, like, things probably weren't done to your standard, or, like, when I'm gone to my
I know
standard.
that. And he did an amazing job. Like, amazing job. He didn't complain to me once, but I did get home and I was like, all right, so, like, this hasn't been cleaned, or, like, there's fingerprints all over this, or, like, there's crumbs under, like, really.
The girls' hair were done, though.
Yeah,
the girls' hair was done.
I'm surprised about that.
I was very impressed.
No,
okay, wait, you didn't say a highlight of your trip. Highlights of your trip.
The highlight of my trip, we saw Wicked in London, and I was a little bit nervous because, you know, our obsession with Wicked, the movie. And I had seen Wicked a long time ago, the musical. But, like, in my mind, the last Wicked experience I had was the movie, and I loved the movie. I thought the cast was so good. So I was a little nervous to go back to the musical. I was like, am I going to like this as much? It was outstanding. Like, literally, people in musicals are so talented.
So talented.
So talented. So that was probably my top one. The weather was so nice, which I had never been to London before, and so I didn't know, but like so sunny, so nice. And then, yeah, that was my highlight.
So it was the full Wicked, right? Like, do you know how the movie's only part 1?
Yes.
So it's kind of nice to see part 2.
And I forgot what happened in part 2.
Because I knew you.
Yeah.
Because I knew you.
I have been changed.
That's the best part. I'm like, literally get the chills. That's such a good part
so
of
good.
the movie.
We have to go together to the second part when it comes out in the fall.
Well, I want to watch the first one again. It's been a minute.
I have it. I bought it.
Any
so if you want to come over.
Life? Oh, okay. I actually do have like one other like topic I want to discuss. It's not a life update, but I'm just curious your opinion. I've already kind of talked to you about this, and I've been talking to a few of my other mom friends. It's kind of like a weird part of life when you have to start like making new mom friends. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying by that?
Yeah.
Just like your kids are at like athletic events, you need to make friends with the moms there, and like I don't know if anyone else out there feels this way, but I get like self-conscious. Like, am I good enough? Like, it's a weird phase where I'm like, I have to like remake friendships again.
I think it's hard to meet mom friends when you're with your kids, and like, which obviously you are, like, especially the scenarios that you're saying, when your kids are like interrupting you and you're like kind of overstimulated and you're also trying to meet someone for the first time and you're like, no, like, stop, be quiet, like, but like with your friends that you were friends with and you become moms together, it's a little bit like they know that that's not how you are all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
So I think it can be kind of harder. But I'm running into a situation where my oldest is making friends for the first time where I don't know their parents. And I don't know how to navigate this because they want to have play dates. And I'm like, well, I don't know them.
Yeah.
And like, I want to just be like, oh yeah, totally. Like, they're probably a great family and they are, but I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah, what advice do you, or what are you going to do?
I've gotten advice from people that are older than me and have older kids, and they say, like, go do a meetup at the park or something, but it's hard when you're a working mom.
I do think, like, a little bit of FOMO being a working mom, but I will say it's been nice talking with some of the other moms, because I realize that I'm not, like, the only self-conscious one of feeling like I fit in with the other moms, and even, like, other moms judging my parenting style or thinking my kid's a good kid, like, I don't know why I worry about that. But it is like nerve-wracking putting yourself out there again and remaking relationships.
We already did that. But I also think it's good. Like, I think it's so fun to meet new friends.
Does it scare you at all, or is it okay, this is chill?
Yeah. I'm like, I promise I'm not always the psycho.
I will say one thing that's a good talent of yours is you're really good at talking to, like, random strangers. Like, if we're, like, hanging out and you see someone else, like, you, like, include them and start talking to them and, like,
that's nice.
Are just super nice. And, like,
so are you. You're very good at that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
But on the inside, you're self-conscious?
I feel like it's more like, okay, do you know when you go somewhere and you, like, have conversations and then after you're, like, second-guessing yourself?
Oh, not every conversation I've ever had, ever in my life. I'm like, I word vomited and overshared all my, like, maybe I didn't have to tell them all my trauma in the first 5 minutes I met them. I don't know. Like, that's my problem.
Happened when I met you.
Yeah, we met. That's how we bonded. So, I mean, at least I'm being upfront. But when I met Becca, I just trauma dumped on her.
Okay, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I'm just going to highlight one small part, is that, like, something I love about you is that you're just so real and you just kind of
too real.
You let other people be able to be real too. And in that scenario, I think I was just like, again, in a phase where I was making new mom friends and you just like, I instantly felt bonded to you because I'm like, oh, sweet, I can be open with this girl. She's amazing. So
that's nice.
And you were pregnant and so was I, right?
Yeah, we were both barely pregnant with our first, which crazy.
How
that
far
feels
we
like
come.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
But I am trying to be a little less like, right away.
Like,
do you know what I mean though? Like, I think sometimes it's a lot and I'm like, maybe I can just be like a little more demure, like a little more just like, oh, I'm not going to tell you. But then I was at our kids soccer game when you were in California and I was just like yapping to the moms, telling them about how hard my pregnancy was and how sick I was and how depressed I was and how I needed medication. I'm just like throwing it all out there. And afterwards I was like, I probably could have just like kept it to pleasantries. But I don't know. I think it's fun to like make connections quickly with people. And if they're not your vibe, then you're not wasting any time.
It's so true. And I think like you can't go wrong with just being yourself, but it is nerve-wracking to be yourself sometimes.
Yeah. I will say the more you do it, the easier it gets and the less insecure you get about it. something that's been such good practice for me and probably for you too is the gym we go to.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot easier to meet someone who already knows like one of your friends. And so the gym that we go to, everyone kind of like knows someone once removed or like, you know, everyone's connected. And so it's been good for me just to be like, oh, like, hey, you look really familiar, or hey, I think you're friends with my friend, and like do that almost daily now.
Yeah.
Where I feel like I'm meeting and making new relationships at the gym.
Yeah. And I think like don't be nervous to make the first move. Like, yeah. I think it was you that had like someone send home a sticky note and be like, oh, my girl wants to play with Elsie. Was that you?
She sent me a text, yeah.
A text. Or like, I think it is nerve-wracking to make the first move to make a friend, but don't be nervous too, because I think everyone's feeling the same way you are.
Totally.
Even though you think it's just you.
Yeah.
So this Sunday we have Mother's Day coming up. First off, describe to me your perfect Mother's Day, and then like maybe one or two gifts that are like, this is like must have as a mom.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say something controversial.
Oh, I know what she's going to say.
Mother's Day, and this is my 6th year being a mother. 5th year?
Yeah. This is
probably after
This is probably your 6th Mother's Day.
Okay, so after 5 Mother's Day, I've learned Mother's Day is for active duty only, okay? You can definitely, like, Mother's Day as a whole, you can celebrate the moms and the mother-in-laws and the grandmas, but I know so many people who don't, and moms our age, that are in the trenches of motherhood.
Yeah.
Like, literally trenches, that are spending their Mother's Day, like, just doing stuff for other people and their moms and mother-in-laws.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of hard.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think? Like, what's your recommendation for, like, mothers-in-laws?
Well, our friend Maddie had a really good suggestion to do something with them that weekend, but not on Mother's Day. Like, have them over for dinner, she said. And I think that's a really good idea.
And I also think, like, this is just my opinion, but I do feel like it's on the spouse to plan Mother's Day. So, like, if, like, either the father of, you know what I'm saying, like the grandpa or the husband. We actually always plan the Mother's Day for my mom, though, just because our parents got divorced, and so we always plan something for her. So I'm like, it's hard because you obviously want to celebrate them, but I agree, like, the day itself should be relaxing for you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm down to go to a dinner or something, but I don't want to plan something for someone else. Like, I need to relax.
Or go to something that you don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to do the things you want to do.
Exactly.
We're going to be driving home from California on Mother's Day.
So your perfect Mother's Day is driving home? No,
my perfect Mother's Day is, I think my perfect Mother's Day, I'll explain it, is probably sleeping in until as long as I possibly want.
Yeah.
And then waking up to breakfast.
Of course.
Which you have to have. Camden, if you're listening, take notes.
Yeah.
Waking up to breakfast and then doing some sort of like outdoor activity with the kids, like a hike or going to the park and having a picnic or like doing some sort of like active activity, and then coming home and taking a nap while my husband cleans the whole house.
Do you want a gift?
I am not a gift person. If there's something I want, I would so much rather buy it for myself.
Yeah.
I do like it's nice to have a little something, but this year I was like, do not get me a gift. Like, we're going to be going to California. Like, I don't need a gift. So not really.
If you were going to give a gift to someone for Mother's Day, what would you give?
Who is it? Like my mother-in-law?
Could be a friend,
my mom,
a sister, or mother-in-law.
I think like sentimental gifts are really fun, or self-care gifts are really good.
Yeah. I
want to know your perfect Mother's Day.
Honestly, mine's like very similar. I feel like sleep in, guarantee you need to do that, or nap.
Yes.
And then breakfast made, flowers. That's not a gift.
Did you see what I posted on Instagram?
That people just want the tulips from Trader Joe's.
The tulips and the peonies from peonies, whatever you say it, are so much better than
those flowers. I love those from Trader Joe's. I don't know what kind that is, though.
I have no idea. But I'm like, I'm not a florist. This is just what I think, okay? But Camden, again, I love you so much. Take notes. I would rather tulips from Trader Joe's than the Costco, like, pre-made bouquet, or like the grocery store.
Costco's tulips actually kind of slap, though. The big tulips.
Yes. But like the bouquet, it's like there's always something in there that I don't like. And maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's a bit odd.
But I'd rather like Trader Joe's flowers than grocery store bouquet.
Yeah. As far as the gift goes too, I always do a favorite treat, but like an actual like thoughtful favorite treat. Like one of your favorite things. I feel like you really can't go wrong with like a gift card to a drink place 100%. Or like a cute shop or spa gift card.
Pedicure gift card.
Pedicure, like anything that's going to go for self-care. We posted on our on our TikTok or on our Instagram too of some ideas, and like a couple of like self-care items I personally would really want. I told you that mask from Summer Fridays. It is so rejuvenating.
That would be a good one.
The jet lag mask.
Yes,
and like
I want that.
It's just like one of those things, or like the Laneige lip gloss, like just things you're not going to buy yourself because it's too expensive.
But feels very luxury. But if you're going to buy something expensive.
Yes.
A red light mask or a red light.
Yes.
Every mom wants one, I promise.
Have you been on the red light journey? Do you love it so much?
I love it. I have 2 now.
Really?
Yeah, I have the face mask,
Maybe
and then I have the Lumi box.
We should do the red light the whole time.
Just the whole time?
Yeah.
Well, you're only supposed to do it for 12 minutes.
Okay, 12 minutes of the podcast.
So it'd be a fast podcast.
True self-care.
Yeah.
And we had some of our listeners write in some things that they would want to.
So husbands, girls, send this to your husbands.
Yep, send it to your husbands, or like also normalize just like being honest with what you want. Like don't feel like you need to wait for the perfect day. Just be like, hey, here's my perfect day. Please make sure you accomplish it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, when you said, like, it's the husband's job to plan everything, yes, but also it's okay if his plan is an itinerary that you communicated.
Exactly.
Because they can't read our minds. And, like, that is something in marriage I've had to learn is if I want things a certain way, I've got to tell him.
And if there's something you, like, really want, just get it for yourself for Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and like be communicative. Like, here's what I want to do, and like obviously the thought counts, but it's also fine to like show what your expectations are in this day and age. Okay, a professional massage, original art, pedicure, time alone to do whatever I want, a new Minky blanket, a new vacuum mop. The brand is
Who wanted it? Oh, the vacuum. Okay.
Have you seen those?
I am gonna say that if you're a mom and you want to get a vacuum mop, you shouldn't wait for Mother's Day. You should just get that because you're doing so much cleaning. Mother's Day gifts need to be for you.
Yes.
A vacuum mop is for your family.
Get that for Father's Day. No, just kidding.
Okay, no, but think about it. Imagine how your husband would feel if he got a vacuum mop.
That's true.
For Father's Day. He's doing the vacuum.
But maybe would he be happy with like a leaf blower?
I think that's boring.
Okay. Well, get yourself the vacuum mop. Okay, flowers.
Becca's like, yeah, that's a great gift. I'm like, no.
Some peace and quiet. I mean, isn't that true, though?
Yeah.
I think everyone just needs a relaxing time. And then I think cute ideas, like, did you see that the Caxi clips launched, like, a motherhood?
Yes, they're so cute. And the little...
That's a good, like, friend gift or, like mother-in-law or sister gift. And then I also think the hats, what brand is that? Where they say,
Mom Day? I'm
so
obsessed with that.
Like, anything brand with like mom or motherhood or Park
especially
Mom.
that's like with Park Mom.
Oh, wait, I acted like I was wearing
Do we need to sell these? No, I love the Mom Day hats because I think there's a lot of cheesy mom stuff and Caxi. There's a lot of like cheesy mom stuff out there, and that stuff is like cool mom.
Exactly.
Which is like
give
more
us the
vibe.
cool mom vibes. Oh, the last thing I'll actually say that can really elevate a Mother's Day is not having to get your kids ready and like them like having cute outfits and then a drink.
Yes.
You need the perfect drink 100%. For the day.
Yes. Wait, were you saying what's the perfect drink for the day?
Yeah, what would be your perfect? I didn't say that, but
oh my gosh, it depends on the day.
I feel like I've lately been loving the Dr. Pepper with the lime that you suggested to me, the True Lime.
True Lime elevates life like nothing else.
But I also need a morning drink, of course, like a caffeinated. Have you tried those sips?
No, but we should try them.
I want to try them because it's someone we know, and she's awesome. But my friend was saying that they're even better than like the Better Greens. So,
and I just ran out of Better Days,
so we should try them.
Let's order them and try them. We'll do a taste test. Wait, going back to drinks because I can talk about this all the time. In London, they had pistachio lattes everywhere.
Oh my gosh, was it so good?
Yeah. Okay, now we're into the bulk of our episode, which is what would we call it? Something nice that someone's done for you as a mom that's like made a big difference and just brightened your day a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, some of those little kind things like paying for someone's drink or saying a compliment, like they can mean a lot, especially when you're having like a hard day, and like they stick with you.
And we had some good submissions, so we're gonna read those and give some ideas.
Okay, this is such a good one. Friends loving my kids and being like aunts to them. It really takes a village.
I love that. I feel like we have that, which is so nice. When I dropped my daughter off at school today, your son Colson was at the fence, and I like rolled down my window and I was like, "Hi, Colson," and he's like, "Hi, Haley." Like he was just so happy, and I was like, "Oh, he loves me."
I literally just went downstairs to tell him we were doing the podcast, and he goes, "Oh, nice, Mom. Can't wait to listen." And he's like, "Will you say hi to Haley for me and tell her to sleep over so I can see her in the morning?" I'm like,
but it is fun, and it's fun when people you love have kids you love, and like you get to love on them, and just like
it's so true. And like I think, like, complimenting and loving on other people's kids, like, it's the biggest reward to a parent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very easy way to, like, connect with people.
Yeah.
Another way to connect with moms if you're self-conscious is just connect with their kids.
Totally.
Okay. Bringing me a care package when my baby was in the hospital.
Yeah. That's always a good one.
It's sweet. And, like, some of those things, like, can mean a lot as well. Like, you just need your comfort item. Like,
yeah, and it doesn't even necessarily matter what is in the care package. It's just, like, that they thought of you.
Exactly. Okay. Watch my baby so I can go to workout class when my husband was out of town.
That is so nice.
So nice.
Yes, I love that.
Okay. You're doing a good job. I've said it a lot. I've gotten it a lot. That really does mean a lot, especially in those crazy situations.
Yeah, because sometimes you're like, am I? Am I doing a good job? And then someone tells you and you're like, yeah, damn straight.
I am doing a good job. That's so true. I love it when people say my girls are cute.
Yeah.
It is. Do you feel like that as a girl's mom? I love it when people say my boys are cute too.
Yeah, no, I do. I do love it. I'm like, it's a good thing I'm always like, it's a good thing they're cute because they're driving me nuts.
But I do think you spend so much time just, like, helping them become who they're going to be. Yeah. And, like, even choosing cute outfits. Like, some of it's physical appearance, some of it's just, like, their behavior. And, like, of course you think they're cute, but it's such a compliment when other people
say it. It's true.
Okay, invited my kids over to play during a busy season.
Yes, love that.
It's crazy how, like, an hour or two without, like, one of your kids can feel like a retreat.
My husband just took the kids on a drive while I was finishing packing and cleaning the house, and I was like, wow, the amount of stuff I can get done without the kids is crazy.
It's so true. And, like, actually having a friend over sometimes is, like, not that hard to have the actual friend over, but it can mean a lot to other people. Plus, obviously, they're getting to hang with their friends. Okay, dropped off my favorite treat unannounced. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Brought healthy snacks and baked fresh bread for us. It was so kind, and I still think about it. I do think that is one thing, like, especially with postpartum or pregnant moms, like, sometimes those healthy snacks versus a meal, like, I think it's good to do, like, protein shakes and protein balls and, like, fruit and stuff versus, like, and beef jerky, whatever, versus, like,
a whole meal.
A whole meal, because sometimes you just need stuff to, like, make it through the day.
Yeah, that's so true.
You don't have time to do a meal. So
I love that.
Treats, too, of course. My baby was in the hospital at 3 weeks at 3 weeks old, and a friend sent a DoorDash.
That's so nice.
Yeah. DoorDash are, like, so easy, but I feel like it's so, do you know what actually my go-to
DoorDash is the best. What?
You already know this. I, like, love a Starbucks gift card.
Becca is almost to the point where she's too good at it. I'm like, no, I'll be venting to her, like, I'm having a really hard day, I'm having a really hard week, and she'll just, like, send me a Starbucks gift card. I'm like, I love you, but you didn't have to do that. But then, like, okay, the last time you did it, truly, I don't think I told you this, made my day. The next day I was having such a hard day, and I was like, I'm going to go get a Starbucks. And
well, you don't always treat yourself, and so having the gift card allows you to treat yourself.
Yes.
And it's really cute in your messages. You can just, like, easily send it, and it actually shows up as, like, have a great day or something.
I was going to bring that up if you didn't, because it is, like, the best.
It's my go-to, and it's just such an easy, like, and for me, I'm, like, working and stuff, so I'm like, I don't sometimes have the time to go drop off something, but I can always send that.
And it's fun because then I was, like, thinking about you all day. The next day when I was drinking it, I was like, oh, she's such a good friend.
The kindness goes all the way. Yeah, and, like, it does make you feel so much better. Okay. I had a friend drop off $40 worth of Trader Joe's snacks. She totally knew what I needed because she was a nurse herself, and she knew I'd be starving. Fast forward 5 years later, I moved across the street from her. She just had her third baby, and it was a really traumatic miscarriage, and so I brought her a bag of Trader Joe's snacks. She's super strong and smart, and I've always connected really strongly with her, so really brought together our friendship is how we actually became friends.
I love that.
Isn't that sweet?
I love that.
You can always, what goes around comes around too. You can always return the favor, pass it on.
And it is a great way to make friends, like you said, is like she said, I mean, it's just like acts of service.
And sometimes those little things truly can be like so big to someone, and it really can bond your friendship. So. Yeah. Okay, do you have more?
Yeah, I have a couple.
Okay.
Let me open them up. Okay, let me cut in line at the store when my infant was hungry and crying. This
needs to happen more.
Needs to happen more and is so nice, especially if you don't have a ton of stuff. Like, I feel like if someone's in front of, I don't know, if someone's in front of you and their baby's losing it and you know they're, like, counting down the seconds, like, I wish I could do this more. I can't wait till my kids are a little bit older and I can see young moms and be like, you go ahead, because this does make a big difference.
That's amazing, and I think we all should be, like, doing that more.
Yeah.
Just because there's nothing more stressful, and, like, other people don't really care, but hearing your own baby scream.
Kids were mid-meltdown. They told me it was a compliment to my parenting, because when a child is loud, it means they feel safe to express their true feelings. So I'm their safe place.
Oh, that's
I love
sweet.
that. And she said meltdown suck, especially with two, but then another mom can make you feel comforted, not isolated. I actually love this idea of like someone, I think my mom told me this, is when your kids are the hardest for you, which they usually are, it means that they feel safe with you. And it's something that my mom warned me about actually when our oldest were going to school for the first time. She was like, just so you know, when she comes home from school, she might be just like a little hard. Like she might just be like very emotional. And that's because when she's at school, not that she doesn't feel safe, but she's kind of like
putting on her best self.
Putting on her best self and like kind of hiding like, and so that is so true. Have you ever noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
Like when they get home from school, they're just kind of like a little bit emotional because you're their safe place, which is like hard, but also really beautiful that you can be their safe place.
I completely agree. And I think when another mom can talk to you about that kind of stuff in a nice way, not a condescending way, because I think like sometimes you can, as long as it comes from like good intentions, like it just makes you feel like we're all in this together and you have your community.
Totally. Okay. We'll end with this one. Took my newborn pictures for me, which she's saying that I did this. I do not make meals for people because I can't cook. I don't even like making meals for my own family. And so it used to really stress me out because I wanted to help my friends after they had babies and I wanted to bring over food and I wanted to bring over meals. And I just like, it would send me into a spiral. And so for my best friends now, I take their newborn pictures and it's just like my favorite way of, I get to go like see their baby and see them interacting with their baby and create these beautiful moments in pictures, and way better than cooking a meal.
As a recipient, I feel like it's one of the best things you can do for someone. And like, not that you feel like you have to, but I think it's just like being able to capture that moment is so sweet. And like, it's something you want to do, but you like, don't necessarily want to because you're like postpartum and stuff. And so
aren't you so glad you have those photos?
I'm so glad. I love.
And so I'm always like forcing my friends when they're like, I don't know. I'm like, let's just do it. I promise I'll make you feel beautiful. Like, let's just do it.
And you always do make your clients feel like so confident as well.
I like stepped away from doing photography, but I will always do my best friend's newborns because I think it's just like such a special thing. And it's like a talent that I can share that I feel good about sharing.
That's such a sweet one. Okay, any other good ones?
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, Haley's headed out on another vacation. We actually have another fun vacation coming up soon, a girls' trip.
We'll talk about it later.
Like traveling soldiers right now.
I know. After that, though, I don't have any more trips. Do you?
I have one in August, but
it's a little farther away.
Yeah. I'm like,
for summer in Utah,
the best.
I probably shouldn't say, but so more people move here. It is elite. Summer in Utah is the best. Like, you talked about wanting to live in California. I actually recently have like completely switched. People are going to hate me for saying this. I would rather live in Utah. Utah summers are so fun.
All the time.
I know. There's a reason.
It's just the winters are such.
The winters are so hard, but we made it through. We
made it through. Yeah, I feel like the pink is coming back.
Yes,
as we've talked about. It's like spring flowers. Even though it's like a rain tonight, it's like a good rain. I'm like, I'm good with rain.
No, it's like warm. Like you could go run out in the rain if you wanted to and have a romantic moment with your husband.
Should we do that? Let's go do that right now. Okay, bye guys. We're gonna go run out in the rain.
See ya.
See ya.